Hey, guys, happy Tuesday and welcome back. Obviously, you guys know that this is the beginning of the week, which means we have a lot coming up. Thank you guys again so much for another great hot, messy topics last night. We had an incredible time. It was a subscribers only live chat where I asked you guys to bring your unfiltered opinions, and that is exactly what you do. I'm always here for it, so I appreciate you. We're hoping to do it Monday through Friday at 5 or 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, depending on what we have going on that day. But you can always check out in our community tab what exactly that time will be. Now, of course, today we're back to talk about something completely different. Tamra Judge is trying to work out a settlement with former Real Housewives of Orange County husband, Jim Bellino, after he, now is suing her for $1 million. We have all the details and more, but before we jump in, if you guys haven't already, go ahead, smash that like button, subscribe to my channel, and hit that notification bell, because, you don't want to miss anything we have coming up. Now with that, let's jump right in.
It's time for all your binge-worthy pop culture news. Welcome to Up and Adam.
All right, guys, so it looks like Tamra Judge is ready to put an end to her legal battle with Jim Bellino, who was married to former Real Housewives of Orange County star Alexis Bellino. So now she got in trouble for going on Heather McDonald's Juicy Scoop podcast with Shannon Beador, and they had some comments about Jim Bellino. Now, when they did, they got dragged into this defamation lawsuit because he feels like they dragged his name through the mud. Now, some would say that it was already there, but this is total just speculation, fans commenting on it. I'm reading the comments, and some are Team Tamra and some are Team Jim Bellino, and Shannon Beador already got her way out of it. But this is what's being said. According to court documents obtained by Radar Online, it seems like both parties have informed the court that they would like to postpone their court date, and they are deciding to push it back 60 days. Now, why? We don't necessarily know, but from what they're saying, it looks like they're trying to come to a settlement outside of the court. If Tamra has to pay and Shannon didn't, that would just be so interesting to me. But it keeps going. When Jim Bellino filed the case against Tamra and Shannon, he was accusing them of spreading malicious lies about his trampoline business and accusing him of a sham divorce from Alexis Bellino. He also noted that they brought up a lawsuit in which a customer claimed to have been paralyzed at his business and said that he was probably going to jail. Now, of course, this doesn't look the best for him or his business, so he felt like this was total defamation. Now, as a result of this defamatory lawsuit, this issue in this case, Jim Bellino is saying that he is unable to originate several loans and unable to obtain several new investments as third parties are no longer willing to work with him because of the comments that were made. He's saying that this is pretty much paralyzing his business. This is stopping him from growing. And that's why he's saying this is defamation, and he's asking for $1 million in damages. Now, of course, Tamra and Shannon, they were both going to respond. And in the response, they denied any wrongdoing, claiming that they didn't say anything that wasn't already public knowledge. As Real Housewives of Orange County fans might have already heard, a judge dismissed Shannon Beador in the lawsuit back in 2019 and ordered Jim to pay her about $137,000 in legal fees. So it was a big win for Shannon, although Shannon wasn't immediately paid and proceeded to put a lien on Jim's $4 million Orange County house. She informed the court in May of this year that Jim Bellino had actually paid her in full. In May of this year, a trial date was set for November 8th, and this trial date was set for Tamra and Judge to go hash things out, but it looks like since it has been pushed back 60 days, we most likely won't see them go to court until January. And everyone's wondering right now, will there be an out-of-court settlement? Will they be able to reach an agreement, or will this continue on? Will this be the never-ending Jim Bellino, Tamra Judge, Shannon Beador catastrophe of a lawsuit? That's a good question. They also said that Tamra and Shannon were both good friends of Heather McDonald before the lawsuit. However, now since this all happened, she hasn't spoken. None of them have spoken in over a year. Some fans were even questioning, wait, are you blaming this on Heather McDonald? Do you feel like because you did that podcast, which it's obviously because they did the podcast that they said the statements, made the statements that Jim Bellino felt like were defamatory, but are they blaming Heather McDonald? And Heather McDonald was the host, so is it necessarily her problem? That's a question I have for you guys. Who would be the most in the wrong here? Because even though Heather McDonald is the host asking the questions, and she's a comedian, and she's going to ask very random, hilarious, and sometimes interesting questions, but when she does, Tamra and Shannon have every right to be like, no, I'm not answering that. Or yes, I'm answering it. Here's my elaborate answer. I don't think this is a Heather McDonald problem. I feel like this is a Tamra Judge, Shannon Bedore, Jim Bellino problem. Just saying. Heather McDonald actually told Page Six that their attorney contacted them and counseled them and said that it's a very common thing to not be in contact with the other person who might be dragged into the case. So Heather McDonald is pretty much saying that their defense team was letting them know, stay away from Heather McDonald. And because of that reason, they haven't talked in over a year. They also went on to say, that's what's so heartbreaking about all of this. We were very good friends with, she was very good friends with both of them. And she even showed up to Tamra's wedding. She said, I met her over 10 or 11 years ago when our kids were both 4. Shannon went to USC and we connected on that level and went to games together. Not anymore, Heather McDonald, not anymore. All right, guys, with this, sorry, my contacts are acting up today. It's a very strange day for me, but with this, I have a few questions for you. What do you think about this continuation of this lawsuit and Shannon Bedore getting off with having to be paid over $100,000+ in attorney fees? Why is it still continuing with Tamra? And what exactly did she say that held more weight than what Shannon said? And also both parties pushing it back. Will Tamra eventually have to pay $500,000 or $1 million, or will she win the case the same way Shannon Bedore did and have to, Jim will have to pay back her attorney fees? There's a lot of questions to which I need a lot of answers. I'm curious when this is going to end, and I was hoping it would end in November because I feel like this has been going on for almost 3 years now, which it has. But when the hell is this actually going to come to an end? That is the number one question. I don't know. I honestly don't know. I don't have an answer for you. All right, guys. Well, with that, don't forget today we're going live for 90 Day Fiance the other way at 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. We'll be doing that. And then, of course, Hot Messy Topics tonight. Again, thank you so much for your unfiltered opinions and the conversations because they do get interesting. If you guys haven't already, go ahead, smash that like button, subscribe to my channel, and hit that notification bell because, you don't want to miss anything we have coming up. And also tonight we have Vanderpump Rules coming on. So we will be covering that tomorrow on Jason's channel, Down with Jason. Get ready for it. We'll see you soon. Bye, guys.